Welcome back to another Pokemon Sleeper Sunday, where once a month we go through a ton of raw cards, graded cards, and sealed products that I think are completely slept on and are solid pickups at the moment. And we are doing a little giveaway today. We got a sealed Snorlax promo from 151, a Poppy Special Illustration Rare, and a few Crown Zenith Galarian cards. All you have to do is make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a like, and then comment your favorite card from the new black and white set. And then I will announce the winner next Sunday. And I also have to mention the Card Prison Binder is back. This is the 3.0 version. If you guys do not know about this binder, it's a binder that actually fits top-loaded cards and sleeve cards, best of both worlds, so that way you're not lugging around that super heavy top-loaded binder. And it is made by another Pokemon YouTuber, Rock Sandy, one of the best in the game. So definitely check it out. All the links are in the description. And then if you use the code BEARD10 at checkout, you'll receive 10% off your entire order. But all right, let's get started. We're going to be checking out some raw cards that are basically at their all-time low right now. So we got the Hydreigon EX from Surging Sparks. You know, we had a ton of sales at 100. Then it leveled out between $70 to $90 for the longest time. Now last sold 50, 51, 51, 55, 51. This could come down a little bit more, but I cannot really see it getting much cheaper than like $40. Next, we got the Roaring Moon EX. Back down to $44. The 1 year low before that was $45. Got up to $60. Now last sold $45, $43, $43, $45. Next, we have the Milotic EX from Surging Sparks. This card was around $140 to about $120 for the longest time. Now last sold $106, $110, $108, $104. I can see this card maybe being an $85, $90 card. I can't see it getting too much lower than that. Maybe $75, but that's kind of a stretch. Next, we got the Alolan Executor EX. This was $101. Now last sold $39, $39, $40, $39, $43. Next, we have the Iron Leaves EX. Last sold $31, $31, $29, $31, $29. It got down to about $30 before in October. And it got all the way up to about $40. Next, we have the Penny Special Illustration Rare, almost back to its 1 year low. The 1 year low was $7.50. Now last sold $10, $10.50, $11, $9. Next, we have the Special Illustration Rare Iron Valiant. Got up to about $40. Now last sold $26, $22, $22, $22. Another one at $23. Its 1 year low was $19, so getting close. Next, we have the Ents Reshiram Stamp Journey Together promo. Last sold for this card, $10.81, $11.57. So we got 10 of them at $11.95. I could maybe see this card getting to $7, $8. We do have a sale here at $8.98. And then if the market really cools off, I feel like this will be like a $5 card. And then I'm going to go crazy. But if I can find these super clean for a good deal, like, you know, under $10, I'm going to start grabbing them. Next, we have the Articuno Illustration from Journey Together. So when you check the 1 month chart, you know, got down to about $22. Now last sold $25, $23, $20, $25. 3 of them at $21, 6 of them at $28. I can't really see this card getting too much below $20, maybe $17, $18. But I think it's a super beautiful card, and I feel like $20 is a solid price for it. Next, we have the Salamence EX. Now, this card is coming down in price still. Last sold $90, $90, $85, $89, $88, $86, $82 for lightly played. But I could see this card getting down to like $75, and then I could see it kind of getting spiked up again to over $100. I mean, it is a super nice card, especially in person. I seen it the other day. It is absolutely beautiful. Next, we have the Snorlax 151 promo. This card got up to $14. It used to be 50 cents. Like, I literally have a video on my YouTube where we were buying this card at like 55 cents a card. And now last sold $681, $591, $660. But you got to think that 151 ETB is getting expensive. You know, $5 for this promo is not bad. And also, in my opinion, I feel like the Snorlax kind of goes with the Charmander, the Bulbasaur, and the Squirtle, which all have Pidgeys in them. So I just thought that was kind of cool. Next, we have the Ninetales. This card got up to $35. Now last sold $18, $18. Lightly played at $12. The rest are pretty much all at $16 to $18. And the 1 year low was $6.73 for that Ninetales. Crazy. Next, we have the Magneton Pokemon Center Stamp promo. This got up to $68, and it's the cheapest it's ever been right now. Last sold $35, $35, $34, $32. Got a PSA 8 for $30, but yeah, it was like a $40 card when it first came out. Next, we have the regular Magneton promo. This got up to $10.98. Now last sold $3.29, $3, $3, 12 of them at $4. You got to remember, this is the same artist who did the Giratina. but this card was $2 when it first came out. Next, we have the Miraidon Pokemon Center stamp promo. Got up to $75. Now last sold $65, $68, $66, $65. I feel like this card could possibly get down to $50, and then if it does, I'm definitely going to buy one. Next, we have the Special Delivery Charizard promo. This card got up to $72, came down to about $56. Coming up right now, last sold $62, $58, $64, $64, $65, $65. Next, we have the Mimikyu Pokemon Center stamp promo. Don't know why I didn't put that with the other one, but this got up to $58. Now last sold $34, $32, $30, $32, $32. I mean, for the Pokemon Center stamp promo in an ETB that's over $200, not bad. Next, we have the Teal Mask Ogerpon Pokemon Center promo. This got up to $38. Now last sold $22, $22, $22, $22, $19. Next, we have the Shining Magikarp from Celebrations. Got up to $27. Now last sold $19, $19, $19, $17. Remember, we have the 30th anniversary coming soon, so these cards should definitely pop off. Next, we have the Umbreon Gold Star. Got up to about $55. Now last sold $40, $37, $36, 5 of them at $37, a couple at $42. But I can see these getting a little bit cheaper this summer, and then, you know, definitely pick them up. Next, we have the Eevee Illustration Rare, which was at $95. Now last sold $60, $51, $60, $60, $55, $51, $56. This could maybe be a $40, $45 card. And, you know, at that price, it's not terrible. The Zapdos EX, the card that I talk about all the time, got up to about $70. Now last sold $50, $50, $50, $51. I don't think the card will get too much cheaper than that. It's even bouncing back a little bit if you check the 1 month chart. You know, it got down to 49 and now we got sales at 53. So next we have the Charizard V from Brilliant Stars. As you can see, this got up to about $217, down to $200, and then it's already coming back right now. Last sold $210, $210, $210. So I feel like if you can get this card for around, you know, $180 to $200, it's a solid buy. Next, we have the Giratina V. Now, this one's a little riskier, obviously, but this was at $708. Like, that's just crazy. Now last sold $530, $530. A couple model plates at $427 and $425. Another near mint at $540. But I could maybe see this card being in the mid 400s. And if it gets down to there, I cannot see it getting much cheaper than that. And I feel like that'll be a very solid pickup. So I'm watching this card like a hawk. I also think if it does drop that low, it's not going to stay that low for very long. So you got to be quick. All right, next, checking out some older cards here. We got the Zekrom and Reshiram full art cards. These are like the first ever full art cards from the black and white era. Super good pickups. You know, we got reprints of this in Celebrations, and we're getting a ton of Gen 5 love. So I love these cards. Same with the first gold cards like this. Like, look at that Reshiram and Zekrom. And I'm telling you, these cards look 100 times better in person. The texture's crazy. And these cards have super low pop rates, and these are just going to keep getting more and more expensive. And then we got the king of all of the full arts here. We got the Silver Dialga EX. Love this card with a pop of only 55 and a 10. Deep Pocket Monster. This is one of his favorite cards. He has a bunch of 10s. But this card's just going to keep getting more and more expensive also. All right, next, checking out a couple PSA 10 cards. We got the Ninetales. Got up to $337 in a 10. Now last sold $160. We got a 162 and 175 right here. That's not bad. I have a feeling it'll level out right around 150. Next, we have the Gardevoir EX from Scarlet and Violet base set. Got up to $205. Now last sold 155, 168, 147. Next, we have the Eevee from Twilight Masquerade. Got up to $357 in a 10. Now last sold 170, 150, 160, 192, 165. Next, we have the Shiny Magikarp. This one I'd wait a little bit on. Got up to $140. Now last sold 93, 97, 82, but you could definitely get this card probably for $70 pretty soon. Next, we have the Gold Star Umbreon from Celebrations. Got up to $230. Now last sold 170, 172, 179, 151. But again, I can see this card at like 120, maybe even 100. Next, checking out some sealed. If you guys are a big Detective Pikachu fan, this box is pretty sweet. Doesn't come with a ton of packs. You get 3 Detective Pikachu packs, and then you get 2 regular packs that show Sun and Moon and Sun and Moon Burning Shadows. The box is only about $70. It just keeps going up and down. But thought that was pretty cool, especially if you are a Detective Pikachu fan. Next, we have the Charizard EX Super Premium Collection. A lot of times you can find this box in stores. You know, I see these all the time. You know, you can get them for like $50, $55. They come with a lot more packs than people think. They come with 10 booster packs. And as you guys know, pretty much all the sets for the Scarlet and Violet era are pretty solid. So it's a pretty cool box. Next, we have the Dark Sylveon V. They also have a Charizard version of this box, but sometimes you can get the other 2 booster packs in there to be like Evolving Skies and stuff. So keep your eyes out for that. I mean, if you can find a box like that with Celebrations and Evolving Skies in it, no brainer. But this box does keep going up. It was $47. Now it's about 60 bucks. Next, we have the Mythical Squishy Premium Collection. Now, this box has 8 packs, Evolving Skies in there, you know, lots of good packs from the Sword and Shield era, plus 3 little squishy promo toys. If you can find this box for a good deal, I'd definitely pick it up. The last couple sales are pretty high, $150, but before that, $120, $120, $110, $120. So if you can get this box for around $100 to $110, that's not too bad, and it's super unique. Next, we have the Pokemon Center Twilight Masquerade ETB. Got down to $105 and instantly bounced back. Last sold 121, 115, 122, 108 down there. Next, we have the Celebrations Pokemon Center ETB. So the regular Celebrations ETB is like $140. So this was at $221, coming down in price right now. Last sold 199, 210, 194. But like I said, the 30th anniversary is coming soon. So any Celebration stuff is a solid pickup. And since it is the summer and so many things are coming down in price, you know, don't just go instantly buy this stuff. You got to watch it for a little bit because you might be throwing away some money because it could come down in price a little bit more. So you just got to keep watching. Next, we have the Sword and Shield Lost Origin regular ETB coming up in price still. Last sold 90, 99, 99, another 90 down there. But with the Sword and Shield booster boxes going crazy, the ETBs will definitely follow, especially if you compare this price to the Fusion Strike regular ETB. The Lost Origin definitely has some room still. Next, we have the Surging Sparks Pokemon Center ETB. Got down to 165. Now last sold 175, 160, 175, 165. So bouncing back a little bit in price. So if you can find this thing for a good deal around 150-ish, definitely a good pickup. And last on the list, we were checking out some Sword and Shield booster boxes. So we still got a couple boxes that didn't move like crazy. Like Battle Styles went from 180 to 202. And I'm telling you, Battle Styles, like if you look at all of the sets in all of Pokemon, Battle Styles is a very good set. It's just compared to the rest of Sword and Shield and Scarlet and Violet era, it's not that crazy. But checking the rest of these prices, Silver Tempest, market price $359. Not terrible, especially if you compare it to Brilliant Stars at $435. You know, one set has a Charizard, one set has the Lugia. I do think Brilliant Stars is a little bit deeper. And then too, Chilling Reign at $441. Technically, if you really look at it, Chilling Reign is the second best set in the entire Sword and Shield era. They have the second most alternate arts. And I mean, there's so many awesome cards in there, the Blaziken, the Moltres. You know, we got the Galarian Birds. So there's definitely some bangers in there. Now, Fusion Strike's a good set. I just feel like Chilling Reign is a much deeper set. Fusion just has a couple more like really popular cards. But yeah, I feel like Silver Tempest, Chilling Reign, and Battle Styles are all decent pickups at the moment. But all right, that was today's Pokemon Sleeper Sunday. If you guys do like this content, please make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a like and comment. If you guys want to support more, you can check out my Instagram or my YouTube membership. It's only 99 cents a month. But all right, I want you guys to have a great day. And if you want to watch my last Pokemon Falling Friday, which was a super, super good one, click this video here. Otherwise, we'll see you next time.